You had questions, I have some answers. You guys had a lot of them. Hi guys, welcome to Mindful Midlife, where we do all things weight loss, beauty, and life over 50. Today's video is about everything I put out on my Instagram and Facebook and on YouTube. I asked you guys what questions you had for me. Sky's the limit, although I will say I may not answer them all. But let's get into it. I am going to get ready, and you're going to hear cars going by and birds chirping because I have all my windows open. It's hot, so it's either that or I sweat through this entire thing. Number one question, let's just get right into it, is do I like going full-time with YouTube? Honestly, I love it. I think it's too early to tell. I've only been full-time YouTube for not even 2 months yet. I can't really give an account of if I like it enough just because I don't feel like I've been doing it long enough. Number two question I got quite often was, do I miss my old job? And I think that's still too new to tell. I don't miss the job itself, although I loved my job, but I do miss the people. And I had the privilege of being able to go back the first week in August. And when I'm filming this is like the third week in August. Listen to those cicadas. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's so loud. Pennsylvania has a lot of cicadas in August, they start. So I had to go back and train my replacement, Christine. And so I was there for an entire, well, almost a week, 4 days. So I got to see a lot of the people that I worked with, and that was fun. Jury's out still, but so far, so good. I also got the question, would I be willing to do a day in the life in a YouTuber? I've been considering it. If that's something you guys would like, comment below, like this video, do whatever. Tell me if you guys really want me to do a day in the life as a full-time YouTuber. Since we all love makeup in this community, my question is, what do you do with the makeup skincare you declutter? I do have sisters or family to give it to, and I'd love to donate it, but don't know any organizations that accept cosmetics. It pains her to throw items away. I've gotten this question before, and it pains me to throw items away as well, unless it's complete garbage. I will return some if I buy it and I truly believe it's a terrible product. Not just my taste. Like, there are things I buy that I'll try it and I'm just like, you know what, this just isn't my taste. I just feel like I shouldn't return those just because I did it for a video, really. Not because I wanted to buy it for me. I won't return those because I just think it's unethical. What I do a lot is I will donate some to my daughter, give it to my daughter. I also have a couple friends who love makeup, and I will let them have it if it's not something that's not sanitary. Like if it's a foundation like this with a pump and I just bought too light of a color, can't return it. I will give it to my friends who are lighter colors than me. So I've never donated to a shelter or anything like that. Honestly, I don't have that much makeup like that I'm giving away. I just donate it to friends. Do you know how many times I drop my glasses in a day? Okay, so I also get a question sometimes, and one woman asked this, I cannot find it, but I will try to summarize what she said. Basically, she said, I see you trying out a lot of different makeup, and you seem to love that makeup. And you're like, this is my new go-to. She's talking about me. My new go-to. You guys have seen me say that. Then a month later, I'm like, it's my new go-to. She goes, I buy those things, or she said her sister buys a lot. And then I think she was kind of referring to the fact that, you know, how can you have so many go-tos? First off, I am a beauty YouTuber. It is my job to try new things. I will always be trying new things. So since it's my job to try new things, I'm always finding fun new things. If I like it, I'm going to tell you guys about it. And I'm going to rave about it if I think it's good. Does that negate the ones I tried before and say those are now not I don't like them? No, not by any means. And if you purchase something and it works for you, stay with it. My job is to show people all different things. If there's new products or something like that, I'm going to show you. And if I love it, I'm going to rave about it, because it could be that one of the other products that I raved about isn't available to someone else, but this one is. Like Beauty Pie is one of those examples. It's not available outside of the United States and the UK. So I think my Canadian friends can't buy it. So I did a whole video. It was sponsored, but I did a whole video for Beauty Pie, and then they said, we can't even go get that. So if I'm going to say this is something I love and they can't get it, well, then I want to show them things they can get. Hopefully that makes sense. So I will always be trying new things. Sometimes the thing I try will trump the other one that I said I loved. Doesn't mean I don't love it. It just means the new thing I love more, and sometimes less. So I hope I'm not sounding like I'm going in circles, because I probably am. When will your daughter start a channel or collab with you? She's stunning. Thank you. I appreciate that. She will not start a channel. She doesn't want to. And I'm obviously fine with that. She honestly is not totally herself on camera. She comes across just very differently on camera, and she knows that. It's just not her thing. She loves makeup, and so she loves that I'm doing this. I'm sure we'll do another video again, but it's not a regular thing for us. She's very busy too. She's working full time. She's dating a guy, and so weekends are full with her right now, going down to the shore to his family's home and having fun down there. She's having a lot of fun. And good old mom doesn't get to be part of this fun all the time. This is from Wendy, and she says, why does your foundation look different at times on your nose? I think she's not talking about me, but like in general people. Pores show, foundation doesn't look matte and flawless like the rest of my face. I'm using the same primer and the same foundation, and suddenly it doesn't look like it should on my nose. I understand the consternation there, Wendy. I have the same issue sometimes. Your nose is a different kind of skin. I mean, think about it. Your skin on your face is very movable. Your nose is very taut. It's not one of those parts of your body that sags like the rest of you. I mean, you don't see skin sagging off someone's nose, but you will see skin kind of droop down with your face. It's just different skin. I mean, it's the same skin, but it's different skin. I am not an esthetician. I'm not a licensed makeup artist or anything like that. So keep what I'm saying in that thought process. The best thing you can do is find a primer that's different, that is for your nose. Find one, like if it works on your cheeks, it might not work on your nose. I used, when I did my face now, I did use the Joa Heal Me Cica. I wouldn't necessarily think this is gonna work great on my nose. My nose, I tend to use a more putty primer, like e.l.f.'s or Tatcha's putty primer, something like that. Something that has a little bit more slickness to it and will also fill in crevices and things. Play around with different putty primers and different primers. Maybe on your nose you need a gripping kind of primer, like e.l.f. has one, Milk Makeup has one. So maybe you need that on your nose and a different kind of lotion primer on your cheeks. Play with things and see what will work for you, because what will work for you may not work for me, and vice versa. One of my longtime viewers, Cindy from the UK, you know who you are, asked me, do you agree with or approve of everything your children do? Absolutely not. And I'm not sure what parent can say that they do. I mean, I'm sure they're out there viewing your perfect children. No, I do not approve of everything my children do. There are some times that, and Rachel knows this, she'll walk down and I'll go, what are you wearing? But here's the thing. My children are adults. Rachel's 23, Ryan's 26. They do live with me, and somebody could say, well, it's your house, your rules. Yes, my house, my rules. But I do need to allow my children to be who they are. I can't regulate every part of their lives and think they're going to want to spend time with me. There are times that I bite my tongue. There are times I don't bite my tongue. There are times that I should bite my tongue and I don't. Raising adult children not raising them, but just parenting adult children is not for the faint of heart. It is difficult. It's challenging at best. It's done with a lot of prayer. I pray for my children's hearts every day. I pray for them to follow the Lord and to want to serve Him. And I pray that I don't pray for happiness. I personally believe, and I know this to be true, that if you are following God, you will be happy. So I just need to allow my children to learn to do life. They need to do the wrong, do the right, figure it out, suffer consequences. My husband and I are there to support, to love, to guide when they want to listen, and and to give advice if it's asked. What eyelash curler do you use? I use the Refer eyelash curler. Love this thing. One person asked me, are you going through perimenopause naturally or with HRT? First off, I'm through menopause. I am not perimenopause anymore. I haven't had a period for more than a year, way more than a year. So through it, I tried doing it naturally. I started HRT about a month and a half ago, So I'm not realizing the effects of it yet. It takes a while to work. And so we'll see how that goes. I get hot flashes still, and that's not fun. What brand of clothes do you trust the most to fit correctly? I don't know if I have one brand that I trust the most. I go to Talbot's a lot for pants. Some of their pants, their jeans, some of their jeans, not all of them, have fit me well. Now, if you've been watching my Midlife to Fit Life series, you know that I am very heavy on the bottom of my body, but my waist goes in a lot, but I have a big old butt. So it's very hard for me to find clothing that is going to fit me well. Their jeans actually do, and sometimes their pants fit me pretty well. So I have purchased quite a few of theirs. Shirts and stuff, I can go anywhere. I don't necessarily even have to go to large sizes for my shirts. If it's a pretty stretchy material, like it's not really, like if it has a stretch to it, I don't even have to wear large sizes. I can wear a large. When I was thinner, I was into a medium, and now I'm not. So working on that one. If I'm gonna go shopping, like if I'm like, okay, I'm going shopping, I need to find, let's say, a shirt. I'll probably go to sometimes Target, although Target's very trendy and I don't even like their trend right now. It's probably because I'm older, but I don't know, my daughter doesn't even like it either. So she says it's kind of an ugly trend. Sometimes you can find some pretty decent clothes there. I'll go to Kohl's sometimes. Our Kohl's are always just a train wreck. I'm like, can you guys clean up? I don't know. I'll go to Talbot's, like I said. Although Talbot's, sorry to say, is kind of too, I don't know how to, too preppy sometimes. Or I feel like I look older when I wear their clothes. Ann Taylor has good clothes. I've shopped on Amazon and I like it because I can return. I'll go to Old Navy. Sometimes I can find some really good shirts at Old Navy. I've never been able to buy their pants. Even their large sizes, they just fit weird to me. They just don't work. So I don't buy their pants. I don't even bother trying them on anymore because I'm like, it's not gonna work. We used to have a Lane Bryant near us. Lane Bryant is good for some things. Their shirts usually are still too big, even their 14s, because they're a 14W. And a lot of times, because I do go into my waist, it looks so frumpy on me, so I don't like that. So they asked me if my husband is supportive of me in my weight loss. And the answer to that is absolutely yes, he is. He is very supportive. He always encourages me to eat right. He doesn't encourage me as far as, oh boy, I'm not sure if I like this. This is Ulta's brow gel and it just goes on a little strong. He doesn't encourage me as far as he likes to buy junk food. And it's not horrible. It's not like my house is completely full of junk food. But he's the one who does the grocery shopping, so I really can't complain. He grocery shops. I do think it's okay for you to try to get rid of all the things that are trigger things for you. But I also think that you need to learn to have those things around you and be okay with them being around you and you not eating them. Doug has never once made me feel fat or ugly or anything like that. He's always made me feel like I am beautiful to him. What was your major in college? I actually graduated with a degree in travel and tourism. I wanted to be a travel agent. What my degree also covered was event planning, and I did do a good amount of event planning at my old job. I'm 57, recently decided to ditch the dye and go gray. Have you ever considered? No, I haven't considered. And the main reason I haven't is I'm not really that gray. I'm gray in little pieces, but I'm not like gray. Let's have an eyebrow that just sticks completely straight out no matter what you do. It sticks straight out. Drives me insane. I hate to pluck eyebrows, but when it sticks straight out, it goes. Because it's just ridiculous. It just does not lay down flat. Why? So what has been the weirdest thing to happen since starting SM work, which is social media work? Weirdest is, oh boy, that's dark. Probably the weirdest thing was being in a magazine. I was in First for Women magazine. They actually filmed me. They came and brought a photographer during COVID, like when we were in lockdown COVID, back in, I think it was July of 2020. So that was strange that he was coming to my house, and he was sweet. He was like, I can wear a mask if you want. That was weird, just because that's a new thing for me. I don't know if I'd call it weird. It was fun. And I was in the magazine. Boy, I don't know when it was. I had a few of you told me you found it. I don't know when it was. I have a copy of it. I'll try to link it below if I can. I think the weirdest thing to me is when you guys tell me, and it's not weird. I mean, actually, I'm flattered by it. But I also, it's just not weird, but strange to me because I don't think of myself any differently. When I hear people say, you're so down to earth, you're just real. And I guess, when you don't really think of yourself any other way, like, I'm just real. Like, I've always been real. I think what people are saying is I don't try to be somebody I'm not, which they honestly don't know if I am doing that. So, but one of the biggest compliments I got was from my niece, Andrea. She lived with us for a short time. She said that she started watching my channel, and she said, I watched it and I thought to myself, yep, that's Aunt Bobby. That's how she is. That's exactly her. And I thought that was just like, thank you for telling me that, because I really do want to be who I am. I don't want to be anybody else. This is just who I am. So, yeah. Darlene says, what's your favorite thing about living in PA, Pennsylvania? If you could live anywhere else, where would it be and why? What's my favorite thing about Pennsylvania? I love that there's 4 seasons. I really, truly, I love all of them. Now, probably the one I love the least, as you probably can guess it, is winter. Only because I cannot stand winters. Where's my lipstick? Oh, there it is. I cannot stand winters where there's no snow. That just drives me nuts. I'm like, why can't we have snow? I love the leaves changing. I love the coolness and the crispness of it. Crispness of the air in the fall. I love that where I live in the Philadelphia region, I can get within an hour to 2-hour drive to the city, to the beach, to the mountains, to the country. Like all of those. I can get to all of those things. Now mountains, this is not like the Alps, not those kind of mountains, but mountains, Pennsylvania mountains. If I could live anywhere else, South Carolina, in a heartbeat. I love South Carolina. We have vacationed in Hilton Head so many times. We love it. Or North Carolina. Like going south, North Carolina would probably be better because if I went to like Asheville area, I could get to hills and I could get some seasons in there. Whereas South Carolina, you're not going to really get the seasons. It's too far south. Oh no, the garbage man is coming. It's gonna be so loud. I brought you in close because I wanted to show you guys. I hate it when lips do this. Lipstick, this. I hope you can see it. It's where it gathers in on your lines. Ah, I hate that. There is a remedy to it. Let's come back. The remedy is put lip gloss on. Rub them together and then go ahead and get a lip gloss on. Lucy says, in Australia, we can't get Beauty Pie. I've already talked about that. I'm sorry. So is there another drugstore brand you love? Like the entire brand? Not as much as Beauty Pie. I'll just be honest with you because, I mean, I'm not being sponsored now at all, and I can say whatever I want. This is my video. Beauty Pie hits the mark on so many things, so it's so worth it for me. So I wouldn't say there's anything equal to that. But if I were going to only buy one brand, oh my goodness, I'm not sure if I could do this. If I were going to buy only one brand that was drugstore, Morphe probably would be it. I mean, I'm tempted to say e.l.f., but there are some things, I don't like any of e.l.f.'s foundation. Where I do like Morphe. I mean, their Hint Hint Skin Tint is one of my favorite foundations. Yeah, they've got a lot. They hit a lot of the good ones. So I would probably say Morphe, which you can get at Ulta. Well, you can obviously buy it on their website. So I'm going to go with Morphe. And she's one of the people who said, would love to see videos of your new day to day life. The moment you wake up, including exercise, everyday makeup, meal prep, etc. Okay. I'm considering doing that. I'm working on that. So, oh, I should tell you guys this. I haven't told anybody yet. I got Botox. Now, it's not what you think. I did not get it anywhere aesthetically. I got it here in my jaws because I've been dealing with, it's not TMJ, but I clench my mouth really bad at night. And I wear a mouth guard because I chipped my tooth. I was clenching it that much. And I literally chipped a piece out of my front tooth here. I've been wearing the mouth guard religiously every single night. And I've been getting, even with that, terrible earaches. It hurts to keep my mouth open. And right now I have a cavity in one of my molars back here. And I have a cap that needs to be replaced, and my dentist doesn't want me to do any of that till I fix the fact that it hurts to keep my mouth open any length of time because I'm going to have it open. She goes, I feel like we're going to damage you. So she suggested Botox, which Claire was sadly not part of insurance. But nothing's taken effect yet. It takes 2 weeks, about 2 weeks or more to have Botox really kick in. So I'm feeling nothing so far, but I got Botox. It wasn't the fun type, but oh well. Another question I get sometimes is how can we support you? Which is so sweet that you guys would want to support me, like financially. That means so much. You guys, if you all remember the time I tried a membership and the disaster, if you were part of my channel at that point, put this emoji right here in the comments. So I wanted to answer your questions, and I tread lightly with this because I don't want you guys ever to think I'm like trying to get money from you. But I know some people want to support, and I appreciate it. That's just so sweet of you guys to want to do that. There are several ways that you can support a YouTuber, not just me, but a YouTuber that you love. One is by using their links. We get minuscule amounts from each link that if you go on that link and make a purchase, you don't even have to purchase what we linked. If you go on the website and then end up purchasing something else, we get a small percentage of that. It costs you nothing more, absolutely nothing more. You don't even know, and we don't even know who bought what. no clue in the world. No matter what forum you're on, if it's an Amazon link, I use one that's called Magic Links, or I use another one that's called Howl. It just tells me that somebody somewhere in the world bought this and I got this commission off it, like 50 cents. So, but all of those things add up, and that's wonderful. So if you want to do that, use my links. I will tell you that I have had people tell me they will go on, they're like, I need to purchase Amazon, I need to go to Amazon. And because I connect with you as a YouTuber, I will go on your one of your videos and find any Amazon link, click it, and then I can just go on Amazon and purchase what I want, and I know you will get some commission from that. Even if it has nothing to do with beauty, they're gonna go buy, I don't know, socks. So that's so sweet. And I cannot tell you how much that means to me if somebody does that. Because I know that means you're going out of your way to do that, and I appreciate it. The other thing is, if you look below my video, you're gonna see a thing that says, thanks. And that is where you can literally make a donation to me, to my channel. And that's so sweet. I appreciate you doing that. Watching videos, watching a commercial that comes on my video, that's how we get paid through Google. So if you watch the commercial all the way through instead of skipping, which I know, sometimes they're long. I try not to put too many. I do have control over how many commercials play on a video, and if it's a longer video, I'll have probably 2 in the middle. But my typical one is only 1, unless it's like under 10 minutes, and then there's none in the middle. I just do the beginning, sometimes the end. So if you watch the video, that's another way for you to support a YouTuber. Of course, if you cannot financially support in any way, that's okay. Like, I don't do YouTube just so I can make money off of you guys. That's not my goal. Yes, is this my full-time job now? It's a job. I need to make money on it. So yes, it is a job. I never want this job to be, I never want my videos to be so focused on you guys buying things and your money. Like, I never would want that. And I hope I never come across that way. And if I do, I hope you guys will call me out on it. I do it nicely. But another thing you can do to support that's not even financially is commenting. I may not answer all comments. I can't. There's so many, sometimes, especially my weight loss ones. I love, love, love reading your comments, either here or on Instagram. Love it. Facebook and on my Facebook group. I love to hear you guys talk. I can't always answer all of them, but I will read everything. I try to heart it if I've read it, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to reread that, and I forget to heart it, and I don't go back. So commenting is definitely a way to support me because it supports my heart. This video has been very long. It's been fun chatting with you guys. If you want to see another kind of chatting kind of video, I am going to link one right here answering some of the other questions that you guys have asked. So go to that one, or I'll see you in another one. God bless.